Access Television. This is me and my new buddy, Johnny. He's from BC Hydro Public Safety, and we're about to learn how to stay safe around electricity in the storm season. Welcome to BT.
Thank you very much.
I know you have 3 special words that we can all memorize, the young and the old, to help things out.
Well, the first thing that I want you to remember is that the system is safe as it is. So what we're talking about here is an adverse situation, whether you hit a power pole or come across a down power line. And like you just said, there's 3 words that we'd like you to remember, and that's down, danger, dial.
Down, danger, dial. What's the down part?
Okay. If you come across a down power line, it's a danger. Always assume that it's live. Don't make any other assumptions otherwise. Stay back a minimum of 10 meters, which is the length of a large school bus.
That's important to remember if you don't know what the distance is. Think of a large school bus.
Absolutely. And then dial 911. We want you to call 911 because they will send the police or any emergency service, and they'll also contact BC Hydro. If it's a storm season and it's really busy, Hydro might not be able to get there first, so we need to make sure that people don't get within 10 meters of the down power line.
And you know, Johnny, you said something there that really made me think of a cartoon, and that is, I think my impression of a live wire is something that's zapping around and flying around like an alive whip, but it could just be sitting there flat and still be dangerous.
It looks absolutely dormant. Like we have some wire just behind it, but it looks absolutely dormant.
Yeah, take a look over here. Take a look over there. Imagine that that is a live wire down there at the end. This piece of danger tape right here, that's the distance that you should get yourself away from the wire.
Minimum distance.
Before you call 911.
Yeah.
And you know, you brought up something while we were off camera I think is really important as well, Johnny, and that is don't call 911 and take off. If you have the knowledge to help people and keep them safe, stick around.
Well, absolutely. I have 2 teenage boys, and they're both particularly dumb. So if they're out wandering along the street,
sorry, boys,
and they come across a down power line, they're not going to think to maybe stay away 10 meters. If you have that knowledge, then there's an onus on you to make sure that everybody's safe.
Let's move over to the car here, and imagine this winter. You're in a car accident. You're inside your vehicle, and you have a live wire that has landed on your vehicle. First things first?
Yeah, well, TJ, I mean, it's the thing to understand is that we've had 80 motor vehicle accidents since April where people have hit power poles.
Many?
80, about 80 motor vehicles where people have hit power poles. I thought this was
just maybe we'd save one person's life here, but that's quite a few power pole related accidents.
Well, fortunately, nobody was injured through a power line in those accidents, but however, that's just by good fortune. So what we want is to teach people the knowledge to understand what to do if they're in that circumstance.
Okay, so here I am in that circumstance. I know there's a live wire on the vehicle. What do I do?
You stay in the vehicle and you dial 911. You stay in the vehicle because there's no point in taking additional risks. Nice that you've got the window open, because what we want you to do is if there's any members of the public nearby or my teenage boys, tell them to stay away a minimum of 10 meters because it's dangerous, and stay in the vehicle. Okay.
What if the vehicle is on fire?
Okay, so this is worst case scenario. You need to exit the vehicle, obviously, but there's certain things that we need you to do. At any time when you exit the vehicle, you cannot touch any part of the vehicle and the ground at the same time. So you need to open your door as wide as possible. If you've got any kind of shopping or a really big jacket in the vehicle, take it off and just leave your shopping. You can come and get that another day. So as I said earlier on, do not touch the ground in the vehicle at the same time, but you need to try and hop out and land with both feet together, downward pressure, not touching the car door.
Okay, so don't touch the ground and the vehicle at the same time.
Absolutely.
I'm still going to do this like a lady.
Good. Perfect, just like a lady. Feet together.
But there, I landed with my feet apart.
Okay. Yeah, so you got to have your feet together.
And why is that?
Because electricity wants to find the fastest way along the ground, and you're made up majority of water, so it's going to go through you rather than the ground. So you've already started the shuffle, which is great. So you're heel to toe, downward pressure, feet together. This stops electricity from flowing through your body.
Thank you so much, Johnny. And that's how it's done, guys. You'd have to shuffle like this, the distance of a bus, in order to keep yourself safe around electricity this storm season. I hope you learned a little bit to keep you and your family safe. Thank you so much, Johnny. We've got your news coming up next.